Hi, my name is Julie and I'm an alcoholic. So, I am 9 years sober. February 4th was my 9 years sober birthday. And I thought in this video I would just give you my story, my sobriety story, what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. So I think I want to start on my actual first sober day, which was February 4th, 2016. So 9 years ago. So 9 years ago on February 4th, 2016, I woke up kind of like any other day, which was hungover and too hungover to go to work. I remember it was a Wednesday because I worked in hospice and I was supposed to be going to our IDT meeting, which happens every Wednesday, where we review all of our patients. And once again, I couldn't go because I was too hungover. This was kind of like the story of my life for a long time. So I don't know why on this day, I was basically just sick of doing this over and over and over again. As they say, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And on that day, I basically vowed that I would never drink again. But let me back up a little bit because I now know that I was suffering from the disease of alcoholism. But at that time, I didn't know. And I just want to sort of back up and tell you how alcoholism looked in my life up until that point. Because I think people have a misconception of what alcoholics can look like and who they are and what they do. And I think it's a personal choice, by the way. It's a personal decision whether you claim to be an alcoholic or not. I do believe alcoholism is a disease, and I do believe I have that disease. But that's just my own personal belief, and everyone has to figure that out themselves. So all I can say is, growing up, even since I was a little girl, I would describe myself as restless and irritable and discontent. I was really wound up, really anxious, constantly overthinking, thinking about life and thinking about existential questions like why are we here and where do we go, even as a little girl, 4 or 5 years old. So I feel like because of all of that tension and buildup, by the time I was 13, 14 years old, when drinking starts being something you want to experiment with, it felt really good when I first drank because it finally relieved me of all of that tension. Just for a moment or two, I was finally relieved. And I think because I had that experience so young, and because biologically, genetically in my family, alcoholism kind of runs through my family. So I think I also have the genetic factor. It felt really good. That first time I tried it, I was finally relaxed. So what I did from 13 to 33, when I finally quit drinking, I sort of just rode this party girl persona train where I just like to party. This is who I am. I like to do these things. It's really fun. It was really fun for some time. It was really fun. And eventually, as I got older and older and older, it got less and less fun because people were getting married, they were having kids, and I was still trying to kind of ride this party train, which gets a little sad and empty the older you get. So my life started changing, and I could see how alcohol was getting in the way of me developing hobbies and being able to maintain relationships was just getting in the way of things, right? So I started seeing it be more of a nuisance than something that helped me. But by that time, I didn't know what to do. So there were many years from about 28 to 33 where I went on this kick of I'm not gonna drink, but then I start drinking again. I'm gonna start running instead, and then I couldn't keep it up. Or I would try different hobbies. I would try different churches. I would try different meditation things to try to quote unquote fix me. Because I never really wanted to quit drinking because that was my best friend. But I knew that there was something wrong with me, is what it felt like. And for whatever reason,